You won't believe what I just uncovered in the icy Arctic. Two of the planet's most dominant creatures, the polar bear and the killer whale, might actually be vying for the same throne. Stick around because this ultimate showdown of nature's greatest heavyweights is something you need to see to believe. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the formidable polar bear. These magnificent predators are iconic rulers of the Arctic. With their snow-white fur that provides flawless camouflage in their icy habitat, polar bears are the largest land carnivores on Earth. Adult males can weigh more than 1,500 pounds and stand up to 8 feet tall. But don't let their size fool you. They're incredibly agile swimmers, capable of covering more than 6 miles at a stretch in search of prey. Their meal of choice? Seals, but they're not picky if hunger strikes. On the other hand, we have the enigmatic killer whale, also known as the orca, which is technically a dolphin. These apex predators rule the oceans, from the Arctic to the Antarctic. While slightly smaller than polar bears in weight, averaging between 8,000 to 12,000 pounds, incredible coordination as a pod makes them nearly invincible. Killer whales are known for their highly developed social structures and for working together like a finely tuned machine to hunt prey. From schooling fish to seals, and yes, even larger whales, nothing is out of reach for these ocean kings. So how do polar bears and killer whales stack up in a wild clash? To find out, we need to compare them across several categories. First, let's examine strength. Polar bears have dense muscle mass and immense physical power for taking down prey like seals and even walruses. Their razor-sharp claws and crushing jaws make them one of the most fearsome predators on land. Conversely, killer whales benefit from their teamwork. Individually, they already have massive bite strength and speed to chase down prey, but as a pod, they can literally topple icebergs or create waves to tip floating prey into the water. Talk about strategic. Next, let's discuss intelligence. Polar bears, while solitary hunters, are no strangers to strategy. They use stealth, cunning, and patience, waiting for hours at seal breathing holes to land a kill. But the killer whale takes intelligence to another level. As one of the smartest marine animals, orcas communicate, plan, and adapt to changing situations. Their ability to teach younger pod members sophisticated hunting techniques puts them at the top of the intelligence game. What about survival skills? This is where it gets tricky. The polar bear is a lone ranger braving some of the harshest environments on Earth. They don't have the comfort of pods to back them up, but rely solely on their endurance and grit to survive. Killer whales, in contrast, thrive together as a family unit, safeguarding the vulnerable and ensuring better survival odds. Now, let's entertain a hypothetical encounter between these two titans. Picture this. A hungry polar bear ventures too far out onto thin ice in search of food. It locks eyes with an orca patrolling just under the surface. Who has the edge? The bear lacks the aquatic coordination to handle a hit-and-run style attack from a group of orcas. On the flip side, if the encounter were on solid ice, the polar bear's raw power and claws would likely be unstoppable. The environment greatly influences their chances. Finally, let's talk adaptability. A changing planet is forcing both these species to rewrite their survival playbooks. Shrinking sea ice is making life harder for polar bears since they depend on it for hunting seals. On the contrary, killer whales are extending their territory, even into new icy habitats, as warming oceans create opportunities for them to thrive. So who comes out on top in this polar face-off? While the polar bear demonstrates unparalleled strength on land, the killer whale takes the crown in the water with unmatched intelligence and teamwork. It's more of a draw than a definitive win because, let's face it, these creatures are masters of their respective domains. But one thing's for sure. The Arctic is home to some of the planet's most incredible wildlife, and witnessing these apex predators in their natural habitat is an unforgettable experience. Let's ensure these environments remain protected so future generations can marvel at their beauty and power. What do you think? Who wins the ultimate Arctic showdown? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Wild Clash episodes.